Alright, I think we've started streaming. I think. So, hello, if we have started streaming, hello and welcome to the stream. Just gonna be chilling out, working on this hallway diorama. I did some of this the other day on the stream, but unfortunately I was not able to keep that stream up, so pretty much more of the same. Just gonna put the stone in here, then carve it out, build a frame, and then I have one more wall that's blank that we're gonna probably put a door in as well. So, just gonna work on that. The lighting here is not super great. I used to be able to see this stuff so clearly, and now I kind of like can't really see it. I sort of can see it, and I'm kind of like half guessing where the line ends. Need to get one of those, like a work light or something like that. That might be a good idea. I've been trying to use some other materials more lately than just the pink foam, but I do keep coming back to the pink foam. It just works really, really well. It's inexpensive for a large sheet of it, which is nice. Just open that. Not so Super Mario, what's up, man? How you doing? Doing a little late night crafting. What are you up to, man? I was just finishing part 1. Part 1 of what? Part 1 of what? Not this video, right? Oh, okay, schoolwork. Gotcha. Oh. Oh, I'm confused. I thought you were talking about the video, because I'm pretty sure it's unlisted, right? Or can you still watch it? I don't know. I don't know how that works exactly. Couldn't watch that. Maybe you have the link or something, or... Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta learn what I'm doing a little better. I'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, I guess schoolwork before dioramas is probably a good idea. Unless your schoolwork is dioramas, which, you know. I guess that could be possible, maybe. Yeah. Never know, man. Maybe art school one day. Who knows? I don't even know how old you are or what you're in. You're probably already working on something. Let's see. So yeah, when the video is unlisted like that, so is it because you knew what the link was because you were in the live you can find it, or can anyone easily find that? Because I'm not really sure. Nice. What are you going for? See what we got here. I don't see it on there. Those all look shorter because that one was like 3 hours, wasn't it? Or am I missing it? Oh, okay, cool. Those are usually pretty good still. Lots of jobs in that field. Yeah, I saw that. Let me see if I can pull it up on the computer. Maybe it's a little bit bigger. Very cool. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. It was the other one also said diorama question mark. Unless I'm just totally missing it. Looks like we got a couple of late night people up right now. Feel free to say hello in the chat. Ask a question. Just say hi. Or stay quiet. You know, whatever. Well, did you finish it up? Because if it is there, I'm gonna switch it to private here in a little bit. Cisco's Cave, how you doing? So this foam is, this pink style XPS foam is from Home Depot. It's just insulation foam that you use for your house. This is specifically Foamular Pink Panther insulation foam board, and this is 1 inch thick. They sell them in 2x2 squares, but that's a little more expensive, although a little straighter. I usually buy it in the 4 foot by 8 foot giant sheets and cut it down. Okay, cool, Mario. Yeah, so Cisco's Cave, using pink foam is definitely a good way to start. It's pretty easy to work with. It's relatively cheap. You just get yourself a breakaway blade like this, some pink foam, some glue. I use a lot of aliens. You could use, hot glue, or you could use even just regular old white glue. And really, that'll get you started into like carving. You probably want a metal straight edge too. It'll get you started into carving, cutting up, do little stands and stuff first. And really, after that, you just need to finish it, a paintbrush and some paint. I mean, there's really not much needed. You can get a lot of stuff, but you could get a lot done with just a knife, some foam, some glue, a paintbrush, maybe like 2 or 3 colors of paint. If you're doing bricks and basic stone, you can get like gray, red, white, black. You can get a couple of shades of gray if you want, or you can tint it with white or black and make do. Or you could just start with a couple of pieces of foam core board. You could really start any way you want. You could build a stand out of a broken down cereal box and glue it and paint it, turn it into something. But the big thing is just to start. So just pick a project that's small and manageable, like a stand for a single figure, and just do it, and don't worry about how it turns out. Okay. Yeah, if you're doing some custom stuff, you probably already have some paints. Now, I will say with painting foam, it's the cheapo craft paint like this that works way better because it's not as thick, and foam is very porous, so it kind of covers better. The more expensive paints that you would usually want, like for figures or miniatures, like Citadel or Army Builder or something like that, they're going to be a little too thick and too expensive to cover a big area. Yeah, definitely. The foam is awesome. You should check it out. They sell blue like this at Lowe's and pink at Home Depot, but I like the pink a little bit more. Steve Michael, what's up, man? How you doing? Did you ever do any more looking for that Dracula figure you were looking for? Or did you go ahead and buy it online? Yeah, those Vallejo paints are not cheap. Yeah, for doing dioramas, just get, Hobby Lobby store brand, Craft Smart, Folk, Delta. They cover way better. Unless you're using an airbrush, which works good too. I don't think I ever found my little metal ruler. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta go and order it online. Up. There we go. It's one of the few instances where cheaper paint is actually nicer. Almost always buying more expensive materials makes things look more vibrant and a little bit better, but with this stuff, not so much. I was trying to get on here earlier, and I just had like catastrophe after catastrophe happen. I am really, really bad with waiting to the end of the day to do this stream. I sat down earlier and had everything set up. I was gonna get on here, and I moved the camera arm and knocked over a cup of coffee into my keyboard, burnt my leg, spilled it all over the floor. And when I got that taken care of, about 45 minutes later and got resituated, I realized that I needed another piece of foam. So I went downstairs to my garage and realized that my garage had a broken pipe from the freeze we had here in Texas like 2 weeks ago, and I hadn't been in there. And the sprinkler pipe was dripping into the garage, so it's an apartment. I have to get the maintenance out tomorrow to work on that, but it like destroyed some stuff I have in there, and I had like I had a couple of extension cords, and it's very wet. wasn't good. Things went. I got lucky. So. Let's see what's going on Instagram here. Am I gonna dual live stream with Instagram? It feels so late to do that right now. And yet, I'm thinking about it. So what are you guys doing? Aside from Not So Super Mario, who I think just finished up his homework. Right on, Cisco. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, leave a comment on anything that you watch, or if you have any questions or anything like that. Just carving stones. This is not too bad though. I don't know why this doesn't make me feel as doesn't feel as tedious as doing the bricks. I guess because you can just kind of go in there and cut it however you want to. So at first I was thinking I was going to leave the end of this hallway open, and then kind of decided I'm going to put at least a wall at the end, but it might have a door, maybe a closed door, maybe a door that opens so I can use it to frame a fixture, a figure with a light behind it and make like a silhouette or something like that. But also, now that I put the wall on the other side, I'm thinking maybe I'll put a ceiling on here. And so we keep adding a little bit more to what the original plan was, just for a really simple hallway. It's still pretty simple, but with the addition of that wall on the back, I'm going to have to add magnets to hold it together. Otherwise, it's going to be not sit together right. Without that back wall, you wouldn't notice it really if it was bowing out a little bit, because foam isn't always straight. But with the wall on the back, it's going to be obvious, so I have to put some magnets in there to hold it all together. What's up, everyone on Instagram? Just doing a little bit of a late night stream, working on this hallway diorama. Streaming live on YouTube now. It's a little easier for me to answer questions there, but I'll talk a little bit over here. If you guys say something, I'll try. Oh, the chat got away from me. I use them all the time while I'm building dioramas. Just finished one today while watching you. Hey, how the heck do I say that? It's so sorry, real. Thanks, man. $21 point. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We're live on YouTube. Yeah, just go to the link in my my bio, and you'll see streaming live on YouTube right now. 2 cameras over there, a little bit easier to see what's going on too. I don't know about Steven. I don't know about on that Steve. I'm calling you Steven. I don't know about a alcove on the back wall. I'll probably do a door because I want to frame a figure standing there with light coming through. What's up, Javier? Welcome. But I might do an alcove on the side wall, like over here, maybe. I'm not sure yet. Maybe. I might even do the whole thing like superficial. Instead of cutting into the wall, I might just add trim. But I'm not sure. I mean, kind of the whole point of this is to be able to get you know, the corridor and have like dramatic lighting on the backside of it. Pistol, what's up? Live on YouTube right now if anyone wants to come by, or you can hang out here on Instagram. Very cool. Very cool. Just, I don't know how much I'm going to be talking. I'm trying to read YouTube and Instagram and do this at the same time. Just chilling. Was trying to do a stream earlier today, but things just didn't work out. Yeah, Steve, I'm kind of a mess sometimes with planning, to be quite honest. I just kind of, if I'm going for something specific, yes, but yeah, I'm kind of all over the place with that. What's up, everyone on Instagram? Guys, we are live on YouTube right now as well if you want to stop by. And if anyone in YouTube has any questions, just drop a comment, or on Instagram I'll try and read it as well, although it's a little harder. Just a late night stone brick block carving stream thing. Yeah, that extra step of taking the foam out around just from the boring block lines, it does add quite a bit to it. I always like doing that too. You can kind of just keep going and keep going. I probably have that's on a shelf over there, but I have one that like is really carved in, and it looks pretty cool. Like more rounded than the example I showed yesterday. Thanks for coming by the live, everyone on Instagram. What's everyone doing tonight? Anyone doing anything, or everyone just kind of chilling, winding down? Probably getting ready to go back to work tomorrow. appreciate those heart taps on Instagram, guys. Thank you very much for that. For those of you just joining, we're just doing this is part of a hallway diorama I'm making. This is just one wall. There's going to be 2 side walls, a back wall, and I think I'm going to do a ceiling as well. Steve Michael, I take naps all the time. All the time. Those naps started in, like, probably right around when I turned 30. All of a sudden, it felt like it was totally acceptable to take a nap in the middle of the day. Before, I used to feel lazy doing that, and then, nope. Thank you, Dober. Thank you for those hearts in Instagram. Thank you for tapping the hearts. Guys, we are also live on YouTube if you want to come stop by or just hang out there. That's totally cool. Got 2 cameras on YouTube. It's probably a little bit easier to see. Steve Michael, I mean, I probably take a nap like almost every day, honestly. Especially now that I'm up all the time until like 2 in the morning. So it may not be long, it might only be about 45 minutes usually. If I do more than 45 minutes or so, I kind of get super groggy. Made some trees for a Star Wars diorama following your style. Thanks for the inspiration. 21 point, absolutely. That's what we do. We all learn from each other. A lot of the way I did those trees was actually from watching Lawless. Yeah, Lawless Studios. He did some really cool trees. I mean, lots of people had foam tree trunks, but I really like the way he did his with the roots carved into the bottom and everything. Really, really cool. Yeah, this is the Ninja. This is the Pink Panther foamular insulation foam from Home Depot. At this point, I probably need to try and get a sponsorship from Home Depot. I've sent so many people to Home Depot for foam. It's unbelievable. Yeah. I did actually email them last year a couple of times. I couldn't get any reasonable response. They had some forms and stuff, but just for something a little different. Maybe I'll try again this year. They don't have to do much. You know, shoot me a gift card so I can buy some more foam. I'll be happy with that. Yeah, I kept trying to come on here earlier, and I just kept having a calamity. I'm just terrible about doing a stream earlier in the day. It always seems to be when things quiet down, I get on here. I was trying to. Ready to go, and then I spilt that coffee in my keyboard. I have 3 to 5 before. Yeah, I mean, you can, Ninja, you just do what you can do. The big thing is when you have any time at all and you feel any kind of inspiration to do anything, you just need to go ahead and jump on it and do it. I mean, unless it's something huge and you decide it's time to build the Empire State Building out of cereal boxes in your kitchen, then maybe you kind of plan that out a little bit. But feel like making a tree, just make a tree as long as you got a little bit of time. Make sure you write your ideas down whenever you have a spark of inspiration to do something. If you can't do it right there, put it in a list, paper, your phone, whatever, because you forget everything. Yeah, I mean, you could do a lot with cardboard. There's some crazy stuff. There used to be this guy on Facebook in the Dio Structure group, which was before Instagram really got going with the action figure dioramas. That was like the place to find all, and there's still guys on there that make some really amazing stuff. But there was this one dude that made these crazy buildings out of cardboard on Dio Structure. I mean, they looked like actual like apartment buildings. Very, very fancy. What a funk! What a funk! What's up, man? What are you up to, John? Doing art? I was just telling these guys, I was trying to get on here earlier, and it was like catastrophe after catastrophe. Spilled my coffee and my keyboard. Garage is flooded from a broken sprinkler head that got frozen during the freeze and was dripping everywhere and ruined a bunch of stuff. Had to just chill out for a little bit after that. What's up, everyone on Instagram? Thank you for tapping those hearts. We are live also on YouTube if you want to come stop by and say hello. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask or drop a comment if you just want to say hello. Steve Michael, very cool. I've actually never been in a Zoomies, but I don't really do the old clothes shopping that much. There you go. They actually, Steve Michael, they actually have a little skit on their YouTube where they were bringing the stuff to Canada. It was kind of funny. It was kind of trippy. Kind of all looked like they were stoned in that one, but still pretty funny. .21, thank you. Welcome. I'm trying to read the comments on Instagram, guys, but I'm also live on YouTube. If you want to stop by or leave a comment here or leave a comment there, whichever, very cool either way. I'll try to read it. On Instagram, if you guys could tap that heart, I know it helps push the stream out more. But thank you for stopping by either way, and feel free to ask any questions. Drew Warrington, it's going good. Going good, Drew. What are you up to tonight? Perfect. Everyone's using that, huh? Literally nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I do that sometimes too. Dave McGivern, what's up? Not much going on, Dave. Just working on this hallway diorama. Trying to make some progress on it tonight, doing the stream. Got a bunch of stuff to do tomorrow, so I'm just trying to get some of this in now. Thank you, Drew. Yeah, it is, actually. It is. It can be. It's almost kind of ASMR-y, or I guess, sort of. Although there are some people that absolutely hate the sound of foam, and then to them it would probably not be very relaxing. What's up, Instagram peoples? People of Instagram, I wave at thee. Man, there's pink foam everywhere. Glorious. Look at that. Awesome. Love this thing. Yeah, the vacuum ASMR. It's just one of those little gizmos that freaking love that thing. Electronic vacuum. Okay, back to this. Yeah, really, really handy. And that's the kind that reverses. It's a 3-in-1, so it also has a blower on the back of it for cleaning out electronics. It doesn't really clog because the canister and everything is so small and all right up there, so it's very easy to just dump out, keep clean. Lithium-ion rechargeable. It's not super loud, so I could use it, you know, in the middle of the night like this and not have to worry about it too much. Super handy. You know, honestly, it's pretty hard to beat. I have this little desk vacuum too that works pretty good, but it's more for crumbs and things like that. That one is a little more heavy duty and multifunctional. Yeah, that's on Amazon. I did a video for it, is why I ended up buying them. And pretty cool because I actually really like them. Yeah, it's pretty neat when you can have a reason that's like a responsible reason to buy gizmos. It's pretty awesome. Thank you for the hearts on Instagram. Thank you very much. And I'm trying to answer questions. If you ask them here, I'm trying to look. But if you want to join us on YouTube, the link is in my link tree in the bio. Feel free to stop by. Thanks for those hearts, guys. I see that. Thank you. Yeah, Dave McGivern, if I was smart, I would have a link to that vacuum cleaner on this stream, because it's one of those things when you see it, you're like, oh, that's cool, I want one. I gotta get my act together, man. Probably, you know, I will. I'm going to try to do that just because it's a good thing to do. That's good. Just carving stones. You can pin the name of it in the comments. The name of the stream? Man, my stream names are crazy. It's like, I don't even know what it's called. Yeah, it's like a whole sentence. But if you just go to YouTube and go to my profile, it should show it live right there on the front page. Oh, the vacuum. How about I just show you the box right now? We're gonna do that for now. We'll worry about the link another day. It's just a air duster and vacuum cleaner 3-in-1. That's what we got. Pretty cool. Love that thing. Wow. Already listed it. I mean, it is on, there is a video on my Amazon video page. And actually, if you go to Amazon, the video on there, trying to get some inspiration for my dioramas, yeah, for sure. Did you tell me? I can't remember, Dave. Did you tell me what you were working on, or were you working on a project right now? I had a bunch of people tell me different stuff, so it's kind of hard for me to remember who's doing what. Thanks for the hearts, guys, on Instagram. Thank you for that. Live on YouTube as well right now if you want to stop by and say hello. Or you can put a comment right here. Either way, I'll try and read it. I apologize if I miss it, but I'll try to catch it. Right here. You don't remember? How long have you been working on it? Is it lying somewhere abandoned? I've done that before. You're asking me to make a tutorial. Make a tutorial on what? I do. Yeah, that happens, man. That happens. Would you ask me to make a tutorial on? I do get requests like that every now and then, every week, pretty much. I'd say at least one. Yeah, about 1 week, something like that. Oh, warehouse diorama. Yeah, I remember that. You know, honestly, I like to have a couple of projects going at once so I can bounce between them anyway. So I'll sometimes just kind of abandon something for a few weeks and then come back to it later. Or I've definitely abandoned things for, heck, the graveyard diorama I was doing, I just decided to leave it where it was, and I'll pick up and probably pick it up and work on it again next year for next Halloween some more. Yeah. I always like having something that is really low pressure to do also, like something that no one asked me to do or I don't have any expectations on whatsoever. Or like a small project that's just kind of could be a throwaway if it doesn't, you know, if you don't feel good about it, although you should finish it anyway. Stream there is at a weird angle. Yeah, it's at a very weird angle. Partly because I can't read the phone at another angle. So I'm trying to get it to where I'm showing my hands, but I can still read the phone. So unfortunately, the Instagram stream is kind of like it's a little secondary to the YouTube, so that's why I have it linked in there for anyone that wants to come over. Or I can raise it up a little bit, but now it's a little bit harder to read. That'll be all right. Steve, yeah, on Thursday, the What a Funk live stream. It's usually pretty cool. Right here. I'm gonna do that off camera because I can't see it. Yeah, the Instagram, John, the Instagram stream, he was saying has a weird angle, and it's a little better now. What's up, Instagram? But, you know, it's kind of hard to angle the phone and read it at the same time and still look at this. But I tried to adjust it a bit. So John, did you show the boys that picture, that screen capture? Yeah, it does kind of have a Conan feel to it, for sure. Okay, cool. Thanks. Oh no. Poor Grizz. Yeah, I bet they were, man. I was dying too when I first saw it, because it kind of caught me off guard, honestly. I like turned around, and when I turned around and looked back at the screen, I just saw him, you know, just sitting there. I was like, what is going on? Too good. Really was. You know, with cameras, angles matter, apparently. Almost killed my robot dude. Chill right there, robot dude. pretty good. Okay. Do we want to do a door? I think we got to do a door. Or an arch at least. Alright, how wide is this? Of course I didn't cut it even, so it's 10 inches. We want to do 3.5 inches, so that would leave 7.5 inches left over. Right? Am I being dumb? 6.5 inches left over. So half of that would be 3.25 inches on each side to make it even. So let's see if that looks right. No, that doesn't look right. Hold on. It's 10 inches. Alright, I'm going to use my calculator instead of my brain. .25 inches. What the heck? Why ain't that working out? It's really not working out. Where's that? Really that narrow? Wow, okay. I guess it is that narrow. So let's add a half an inch to each side. Add a half an inch. Add a half an inch. And that's going to give us a door of 4.25 inches, which is bigger than the other one. I think the other one is 3.75, so it'll be a little bit bigger. I think that makes sense for it to be a little bit bigger at the end of the hallway. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. I just totally jacked that up. Yes, I totally jacked that line up. But fortunately, we're using trim, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, 8 inches. Right about there. Cool, cool, cool. Are you gonna line up? Pretty close. right, there's our door. I'm gonna have to cut this door out at some point, but I'm gonna do it after. Deadpool, even Deadpool looks pretty feasible. Oh, I guess the door would start one inch higher, right? Yeah, the door would start here. Yeah, he still looks good. Door's big enough. Bigger might be a little cooler looking. Chin, hey bud. Working on one too. Awesome, Pat. Sorry I didn't respond to you earlier. I don't know if you're still in here. It's kind of hard for me to read the Instagram comments. I also have YouTube going at the same time. What is I'm a Leaf on the Wind? It is a quote from a TV show that was very short-lived called Firefly. It was actually Joss Whedon the first time I kind of knew anything about him. I think he did like Buffy the Vampire Slayer or something before. Yeah, Steve Michael knows it. It's the pilot when he's flying. He says, "I am a leaf on the wind. Watch me soar." Trying to be like Zen, you know? So, I don't know. What's the relevance here? None. That's the random part in the random diorama. Yeah, it was an older show, man. It only ran one season, and it was canceled, and it was like became super popular, like a cult popularity. It was probably one of the most complained about TV cancellations, definitely in like pseudo science fiction history, but possibly in all of TV. Like, gotta be in the top 10. Like, people were. I mean, it only had one season, and people were cosplaying it and, making third-party items from the show, and it really was kind of crazy how big of a cult following it had. It still kind of does. Make great front steps. Oh, cool. Yeah, you could always get a little creative with different items like that. Wash Firefly. Absolutely. Yeah, 13 episodes. I've seen them all probably, I don't know, at least half a dozen times. And Box of Cannons. I don't think I've seen you before, unless I'm just not remembering, but hello, and thank you for coming by either way. What was his name? Wash. Was it something Washburn? Can't remember. You had Wash, you had Mal, you had Inara, Kaylee, Jane, of course. Oh, well, welcome, Box of Cannons. We're just chilling. Just chilling, working on a hallway diorama. Yeah, River and Simon. Of course. And the Shepherd. Shepherd book. It's crazy when you have a show that has only 13 episodes and people know all the characters from the show. Zoe. I think I left off Zoe. What do I do for work? Well, whoops, am I hitting the line? I worked retail for a very long time, but I only have a part-time job now, and I've been putting more and more time into, whoops, I'm just making a mess here. I guess it doesn't really matter because the trim's going right over that spot. Damn, did I not cut the line there? I can't really see it in this light. Yeah, I have a part-time job and I do content creation online. I've been trying to get this to become enough to sustain me. It's not yet, but that's what I'm in the process of trying to do. Hello from Kazakhstan. Hello, Nikita. What's up? We're going international over here. Yeah, now I want to watch Firefly again. Totally. I don't like the placement of that. Yeah. It's one of those shows that's pretty much worth a rewatch every couple of years. Alright, let's just go like this. We're going to do there. Start up here. That's the mistake we're making. that's crazy. It always surprises me that there are people just chilling out with me this late at night. Oh, is it on Hulu? Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I finished Strange New Worlds, and I'm about to watch the second season of Vox Machina on Prime. It is very satisfactory in the middle of the night. It's nice and peaceful. So you cut the line. Here, I'll show you. When you cut the line, it's very, very thin. And although I guess I really don't need to because I'm carving it out, so it's just kind of a force of habit, but it makes it easier also for me to see where I've cut already because it's done. It might be kind of visible to you there on the camera, but from different angles I can't see it, so I always do that. But if you're dry brushing this just as is, you can get black paint in those lines, and also you can put grout in them later. You wouldn't be able to do that without separating the line because it would just be too thin. So if you do bricks, you can just do that with the pencil and not have to carve it, and the whole thing you can just do with just by using the pencil. And, yeah, but you gotta separate it in order to have paint and stuff go down in there. You don't have to. You could do it the other way, but it'll look more like stone tile than it would separation of stones. Season 2 of Vox? Yeah, I'm gonna get into it. I just started to watch the first episode today, but I haven't gotten too far. And what a funk! Yeah, totally. Late at night, it is just peaceful to be creative. One of the hardest things, as you know, I'm sure, is interruptions, stresses of people, other people. Even if they don't mean any, they're being cool, people want attention, and it makes it difficult to get focused and stay focused. Yeah. I mean, you guys do have that studio, but I guess you have quite a few people coming and going out of there, so that would be something too. Thank you guys for watching on Instagram, and thank you for the hearts. Sorry if I'm not paying too much attention. I'm mostly on YouTube right now. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Did you do any like late night sketching and when you guys were in Colorado? I just feel like being out like on a patio or something in the moonlight, or you know, you'd obviously need a light, but just the vibe of everything late at night there in the mountains would be really cool. Hanzar, good morning. It's not morning for us. It's all 20 to 1 where I'm at. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's neat. You can just put it up on your TV like that. I was looking into getting the streaming working from OBS onto Instagram as well, but I don't know if my computer's going to be able to deal with it because it's kind of older. Yeah, there you go. There you go, John, for sure. You know, one of the things I kind of have in my mind to potentially do at some point is I want to build, like, if I ever get some land, I want to build some cabins or maybe even tree houses. It would be really cool to have like an unplugged retreat kind of thing. It's got to be unplugged, I think, in order for it to work though. But artist retreat would work too, you know, just hanging out and no technology for a weekend, read, draw, whatever. Oh, very cool. Yeah, upstate New York, there's plenty of cheap land. And it's beautiful up there. Nice. Yeah, definitely. Still crazy to me that there's this many people at this time of night. But then again, Hanzar, it's you know, morning time there. Good morning, by the way. Where are you at anyway? If you're still in here, Hanzar, what are you? What country are you in? Yeah, my friend has some land here, about an hour away from here, and it's pretty relaxing up there too. But Texas, like a lot of the land is just I don't know. New York just has mountains and forests, and it's very lush. I feel like I'm going to say that wrong. That's not Chechnya, is it? No, there's no N in that. I'm not sure how to say it. I'm sorry, man. I don't know exactly how to pronounce that. Eastern Europe, I'm guessing. Yeah, I feel like not much scenery out there. Yeah, it depends where you are in Texas. But it's like sandy soil. It's not super great. Okay, Czech Republic. Gotcha. Not that great for growing things. He's got like a few bulls. He's got 3 donkeys and his own little pond, which is cool. And he's got some like some fruit trees and stuff growing, which is awesome. Rattlesnakes, which it is what it is. That's something in New York. There's almost nothing like poisonous. There's very, very few poisonous creatures in New York, and Texas just has like poisonous stuff everywhere. Yeah, without the snakes. What are you gonna do? There's scorpions out here too. Yeah, Dave, I used to go to Florida when I was a kid a lot. My grandparents from New York had, they were snowbirds, so I didn't ever get bit by anything, but every time, and it's funny, it was the 80s, so people didn't watch their kids, but I was, like, even when I was 7 or 8 years old, I would just go down to the canal by myself and go fishing, and every so often there'd be an alligator not too far, roaming around. They'd usually get scared of you and run. But I remember what would used to mess with me the most when I was fishing as a kid in Florida was those birds. I think they're egrets. I mean, they would like run up behind me when I wasn't looking and steal the fish out of my bucket, because I'd have like a 5-gallon bucket with me. I just remember those birds. They were crazy. Yeah. That is the cool thing about, one of the cool things about Florida, though, is like wherever you are, almost wherever you are, there's like a canal in your backyard or some kind of body of water within immediate walking distance. Favorite wrestler? I'm not really into wrestling. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to watch a little bit, but not really. I couldn't tell you. I mean, I liked Hulk Hogan back in the day because I was a little kid. Not really big into wrestling. And Steve Nashi, I think you're new here, so welcome. Thanks for coming by. Even though I don't know anything about wrestling. Oh, really? What war game are you playing? And what'd you make? I don't need to do that. That's not going to be visible. Thermocool sheet. Wow, that's something I haven't heard it called, but yes, it's XPS foam here is what we call it, or insulation foam board. But yeah, I use a lot of this stuff. I mean, I do use some MDF board. I'll use popsicle sticks. I'll use clay, cardboard, foam core board. But yeah, this is mostly what I use. Although I'm trying to do some other materials like styrene I've been playing with lately. Okay, Steve, I'll check that out. Check it out in a little bit, man, for sure. Enrique, thank you, man. Appreciate it. It's going to be a hallway, so this is the back wall. I'm going to cut the door out, and there'll be 2 walls on the side and a floor, and probably a ceiling. And I'll probably have, like, the door. I think I'm going to keep the door off. It might just be like an archway. I'm not sure yet, but I want to be able to have some light shining behind there and have a figure standing in the doorway. Yeah, The Undertaker is one of those, even if you don't know anything about wrestling, you still know who The Undertaker is. Doing some castle walls. Oh, Middle Earth? That's cool. That's cool. How long have you been doing craft? Yeah, I mean, this specifically, maybe about 8 or 9 years on and off, something like that. Yeah, about 9 years on and off. But like making stuff from foam, over 20 years. I'm not sure exactly. A long time. But it's, you know, it's not solid. It's just here and there. I used to do like, I think the first thing what was the first thing I really made? Probably just some simple hills and stuff for Warhammer. Yeah, it just depends. Sometimes XPS can be very, very hard to get. But, you know, you can find other materials. It's possible you could use plaster, and you might have to do some kind of top coat. I don't know what that would be, but some kind of top coat to harden it up so it doesn't like flake off. You could probably even make something by mixing like sand and some white glue and painting it over that to get it harder. Because when you use something like plaster or clay, you can really impress details into it very easily. So they have like those brick rollers and stuff, and all that works really well with that. But you know, if you got to work with the materials you have on hand, and but you can always figure out a way to get stuff done with a little bit of time and effort. Steve, sure. So I'm making, this is what it's going to look like when it's done, which is pretty close. So it's going to be a hallway, and what I'm doing is making stones, or to give it more of a rough cut stone look. If I didn't carve around the stone, it would just kind of look like a flat block, like a cinder block. Let me see, I probably have an example. So just cutting it and then carving it with the pencil would have it looking like this, or like this part on the bottom here, but carving it around gives it more of like a stone look when you paint it like this, a little more depth, and that's kind of the look I'm going for. Water would be good. Nice. It is. Carving each brick like that is a lot of detailing, but it gives a look. And like I said, this is one of the tedious tasks I actually don't mind doing too much. I don't know why. I mean, is it worth it? Is the payoff worth it? I don't know. Could I have just done it with the flat stones and it would have looked fine? Yeah, it would have looked fine. But it's all right. I like this this style. Mounting foam. Is that the Hanzar? Is that the white foam that crumbles into little balls when you break it apart? Is that what mounting foam is? You know, a box of cannons, I don't have a hard time believing that because the price of foam went crazy last year or the year before, like crazy. It went from $14 a sheet up to like 26 bucks at one point. It started to come down again now, but I mean, everything went up, but it just seemed a little weird for that material to do that as much as it did. Although I suppose it is a petroleum product. Where are we at here? Coming up on 2 hours. 2 hours. I don't need that. Missing anything? I could do all the corners. Do I want to do the corners? Yeah, I guess I'll do the corners in case I have the wall standing alone. There's going to be walls here, so you're not going to see the corners. But if I use the wall on its own, it would be nice to have the corners done. Or the edges. Carve off this black line because paint will never cover that. Cheese in a can. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. That spray expanding foam stuff. I've seen some people make stuff out of that. Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be a lot different to work with, but I'm sure you could do something with it. I would really be looking into plaster and how to do, like how to harden plaster. Plaster is pretty universal. people. Can't believe that. 1 hour and 56 minutes. Alright, what am I going to do with this? I'm not sure yet. Let's cut this out. This blade could be a little bit sharper. Put sealant there every time. Hanser, you're doing fine. I understand what you're saying. English is fine. No problem. Oh crap, there you go. Messed it up. Oh well. It is super hard to do this. I would normally, to get it straight, yeah, I'm already cutting into the wrong groove. But whatever I do here, I'm gonna clean up anyway on the hot wire cutter after. And if the cut on the inside of the arch is all screwed up, what I'll do is I'll go through and just make little pieces, trim pieces to cover it up. So I often have to cheat on doors. Thinner blade. Yeah, American movies, I tell you, I think a lot of people have learned English from American movies, that's for sure. The influence might not be as strong as it used to be, but it's pretty crazy. How bad did this come out? Ugh. Alright, this side's pretty good. The top is decent. And this side is... eh. Trim pieces here on the side. So, Hansar, what's your favorite American movies or movie? Daily Bugle build. I don't know. That just depends on what you're using. I mean, you could do foam sheets. You know, they have foam core. There's really not much at Walmart that you can use for a primary structure besides foam core and maybe cardboard. Yeah, which one is your favorite? It's always hard. I suck at picking favorites. When anyone asks me to, I never have a good answer. It doesn't have to be your favorite. Which ones did you like? Like, movies that you liked. Or that you watched multiple times to pick up the English from. And that camera sure does shake when I do the rock, huh? Quite a bit. what? There I go again, jumping the gun. Yeah, jumping the gun. Let me do the carving. Let me do the carving first. Well, it all depends. Sometimes for a very small one, a couple of hours. Sometimes 30, 40 hours. This one, let's see, we did 3 hours the other day. I did maybe an hour off the camera. Been going for 2 hours today, so it's already about 6 hours in. And I haven't started painting yet, so this is probably going to be like 10 to 12 hours to completion, probably, somewhere in there. Yeah, Steve, it's definitely a, you need patience, for sure. It's not something that you're going to do quickly. But anytime you do anything kind of like artsy or creative, there are some things that you could just bang out and do fast. Like watercolor paintings. You can get really detailed, but you could knock out like simple watercolor paintings in like 30 to 40 minutes, and they can look pretty good. But it's kind of just like a skill almost to learn. You'll learn the patience as you spend more time doing it, because in order to achieve certain results, sometimes it just takes more time. You can shortcut things, and sometimes that works totally fine depending on what you're looking for. You know, you might be able to cut that in half. Like if I wasn't carving all the stone, you know, that would have to cut at least 2 hours off of it, maybe more. So. You never watched The Lord of the Rings in English dub? Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's probably crazy how many languages some movies were dubbed into. Especially something as, you know, that had as much popularity and production as Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Who knows? Check chubbing in English sub. Yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah, I loved The Lord of the Rings when it came out. I read those books a few times in high school. And so I was already a pretty big fan by the time the movie came out. TRG for shadows. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I haven't read them in a long time. John, if you want to read one more book when you're done with all that, try reading The Silmarillion. It's a little bit more difficult, but it's fills out like a lot of the history. Yeah, it's harder to read. It's just written very differently. It's kind of dry in some spots. I didn't read it all in one shot. I read it like part of it, got sick of it, read some of it later, here and there, a long time ago. But I remember the first time I tried to read it in high school, it was a little bit too much. I didn't read it until I was maybe, I don't know, 19 or 20. Am I sitting here with foam in my mustache? Wouldn't surprise me. This feels like it wants to come up. Get some pins. Czech language. What is it? It must be a Slavic language, right? Kind of related to Russian, I'm guessing. More like Polish? Okay. Yeah, on my father's side, I know, on my father's side, we have some of my relatives who were from Austria. Yeah, that's all right there, not too far from each other. It's right on the border? I think it's right on the border. Yeah, there you are. Pulled up a map. Yeah, it's right on the border. Cool. Yeah, Steve, good idea, man. Go back to sleep. Thanks for coming by. I'm not gonna be on here much longer anyway. I gotta look up some emails before I go to bed. Alright, that's pretty cool. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with the door yet. But I'll probably, yeah, I can do a little sanding now. Sand it all down, and then I can cut it like this way on the hot wire cutter. And just take a slice off so I can kind of set a door in the back. And it'll be like, yeah, something like that, so it has more depth than the other doors, and I can still pull it off. It's gonna look good. Good night, Steve. Now I'm just taking chunks off this thing. That ain't good. That's gonna cause a problem. Oh yeah. Give me that chunk back. That dry. Good, John making friends in Bulgaria. Nice. He's trying to open up the What a Funk International. I mean, you guys are already in Canada, so what am I talking about? You might be all over the place. What do I know? Pretty cool. Yeah, could make a rotted out wooden door. Most of the other doors are, you know, have a wooden look. But I could probably slice that one up and make two different styles of door by cutting the piece in half. So I might have like a solid door, and then one that maybe is a little broken, kind of like you're saying, and then an open, you know, with nothing. The only thing is, because I didn't originally plan on having a back wall, which this is on the back wall. This is set below. This is on the ground, so I actually have to build something here again. Which is why I glued this back on here, because I'm gonna cut this on the hot wire cutter and then glue that back in the bottom here. I think it's gonna hopefully go back in there. We'll make it work. Yeah, it'll be fine. And so the only thing really left before I start painting is to do a few, I might do an alcove or portico, whatever it's called, on the other wall with one door, but I might not. Magnets. Yeah, I could put magnets in the door, and I'm going to probably do a ceiling. Well, the missing chunk, yeah, it won't really matter too much, but that's not going to be part of the door, right? The door is from here up. This bottom piece has got to be stone to come across here, because the door, this is part of the floor. Because like I said, I did it kind of impromptu. Instead of it sitting on top like this, it's got to sit like that. Easy. It's easy. No problem. Where are we at? Wow, we have 11 people in here now. 1:40 in the morning, 11 people watching this is kind of surprising to me, to be quite honest. Not real grass, but I have some stuff with grass. Hanser, take care, man. Thanks for coming by. I'm sure I'm not saying your name correctly, but thanks for being a good sport anyway. And hope you come by again. And if you want to ever like ask a question or something, you know, just drop me a DM on Instagram. It's all cool. What a funk! Did I show you that that one piece with the resin? I think I did. I think you were here for that, right? Where I had like the water, reflective resin water. It had like flock grass on some of it. There, let me grab it real quick. Okay, yeah. I have a static flocker that I bought and I haven't really used. I mostly just do the plain old sprinkle on flock. So I need to. I've actually got some tools that I haven't quite gotten into yet, because when I sell stuff, I try to take some of the money and reinvest it back into everything instead of just, you know, taking the money. So it makes things better, grows things. Gives me new toys to play with and new, you know, materials to experiment with, but I kind of get behind on it. Real grass or real rock? So not grass. Rocks, yeah, all the time. As a matter of fact, when I need to do outdoor terrain, or even in like this hallway, I might throw like some rubble around there. I just go dig dirt outside because we have sandy dirt and it has pebbles in it, and I'll just glue that down. So yeah, I use dirt, rocks, and sand quite a bit. Grass, not so much. I feel like that would probably like break down after a while anyway. I guess it would probably, in Mod Podge, it would probably stick around. Yeah, some rubble along the walls might be pretty cool. It would be. I wasn't quite thinking that far, actually, because I was thinking of it simple. And also, I have in my mind like almost anime, because I keep thinking of Sasuke for the hallway. So there's not a lot of detail in that. It's just very clean. But I might throw some rubble down, a little sandy look to it. Might be cool. 142. Yeah, it's just, you know, whatever, man. Whatever in the moment, if it looks like it's cool with that. But yeah, like I said, I have like some cups in the other room. I have fine dirt, medium, and pebbles. I'm sure my neighbors think I'm nuts when I'm outside trying to avoid dog poop, digging up dirt. I'm here, I'm gonna do a little bit of this. Alright, man, I'm about to get off here right now anyway. I'm just gonna do this one little bit. Thanks for hanging out, John. guys, I'm going to close out the Instagram stream. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate everyone. And I hope everyone has a good night. Awesome, yeah, box of cannons, good night. Rangel Santos, did you even say hello before? I don't know, man, but if you did and I forgot, thanks for coming by either way, man. Hope you guys stop by again. Try to, if you don't have it already, hit the notification bell, because I know YouTube doesn't really send out notifications unless you hit that little bell. And hopefully I'll be live again in the next few days. I'm trying to do this maybe 3 times a week. We'll see if I get there, and maybe I'll even get a schedule one day, but for now it's just the random late night crafting stream. So I hope everyone has a good night, and thank you for hanging out.